A lot of married women find it very difficult to forgive their husbands when they offend them, not because of the gravity of the offense or the mistake, but because of deception. Because this man portrays himself as a man of integrity, a man who fears God, but he's a snake under grass. There is no way that you can suspect him that he will have a secret sin because of how he behaves, because of his demeanor. Not because you don't think that he is sinless or he is perfect or he is Jesus Christ, but because of how he talks, because of how he behaves. When he goes to work, he comes back home. I mean, there is no way that you can find an excuse to say that this man can Nicodemously, clandestinely, or secretly do something like that. I mean, they are always at home. They are good role models. People are looking up to them. Sometimes in the churches, they preach, they evangelize, they are always working for God, they fear God. I mean, everything about them is so perfect. So you will never think, I mean, it will never cross your mind that your husband can have such a secret sin or maybe doing something that when it comes out publicly, it will be so shameful that you cannot even look up to him. You cannot even look at his face. You cannot even fathom what happened because of the man's behavior. Even sometimes when you are watching television with him and then somebody has done something that is wrong, this man will judge. I mean, they are always judging others. I mean, why are you involving yourself in adultery? Why are you fornicating? It is not good. You need to fear God. I mean, the way they behave, the way they talk. Recently, I heard a story, snake and the grass husband. When the woman was in the house, when the husband came with a lady and said, oh, this lady is the daughter of my mother's younger sister. Okay, and she's attending a university around this vicinity. So intermittently, she will come and visit us. Not knowing that the woman is the side chick of the husband. And the husband who portrays as himself as a man of integrity, a man who fears God, a man who wants everybody to do the right thing, okay, a man who is so perfect, has introduced his side chick to his wife as his mother's younger sister's daughter. So this woman, when the woman goes to work, sometimes the lady will come into the house and the man will also sneak and come into the house and come and have sex with the woman in their matrimonial home. So the man is not going outside to do it, but he is inviting the lady into his home to do that thing. So nobody suspected that until the girl was pregnant. And the girl came into the house with her parents and they confronted the man and then it came out. The woman didn't believe it. She said, my husband can never do this. Until the husband confirmed that it is true, she is my side chick. So she said, so you introduce your side chick to me as your sister so that she can have the leeway to come to the house and you can sleep with her. So you see, there are men who are like that. They portray themselves as men of integrity. And as I said, it will never cross your mind. You will not be, if somebody tells you that I saw your husband in a hotel room, you will never believe it. Not because you don't think that, as I said, he cannot sin or he is perfect, but because of his attitude, his behavior. I mean, he's always going to the market with you, to church with you, everywhere. I mean, every woman's dream. And I also heard another story that a married man, his side chick was getting married and he portrayed himself as the uncle and then gave the woman's hand into marriage. That is his side chick. And then later on, the side chick's husband thought that, oh, the man is a relative and all that, a family member. So anytime the husband travels, then this man will have the opportunity to go there and sleep with another man's wife. But that lady was his side chick. It's just that he allowed the lady to marry, but at the same time, he can also have access to her. So you see, there is nothing about this man that will make you think that he can do something like that. And it is very painful. And also recently, I also heard another story. The man, very good man. And I mean, all his kids, they are all looking up to him. They say, Father, Daddy, we want to marry a man like you. Because of his behavior, because of his attitude, because of his character. As I said, you will never suspect that he's a snake under grass. And then one day they were in the house and then they heard a knock on their door. They opened the door. There was a lady with a 5-year-old boy. And then he said, your husband is the father of this son. And they were so surprised. So when you're married to a snake under grass husband, he's a snake, but it's very difficult for you to detect. And then God exposes his secret life. What do you do? My dear woman, I believe that when it comes to that point, You need to work on yourself, work on your mind. You need to surround yourself with good people. You need to see a psychologist to talk to you before you go mad. Because you trusted that man so much that you can bet your life on him. You trusted him so much that even if Jesus Christ appears to you and tell you that your husband can do this, you will not believe Jesus Christ. Why? Because of your husband's attitude, his behavior, the way he talks, snake under grass husband. So when something like that comes out, or when there is that kind of nakedness, when his nakedness are exposed, my dear, I believe, as I said, you need to work on your mind. You need to work on your heart. Know that he is human. You know, there are some people, they talk big, but they don't practice what they preach. They may say a lot of things, but they don't practice what they preach. So don't suspect that your husband will do something like that. But even when he does that, don't be surprised, because you know that he is human. You are not expecting him to fall into that kind of a sin. You are not expecting him to do something like that. But even if it happens, you are secure, you are neutral, because you know that he is human, and you are praying for him to make godly decisions and all that. So don't put all your trust in him. You know, there are some trust you can give to only God. You cannot give to any man. You cannot give to any man. God said, "Curse be unto any man who depends on a man." So submit to your husband and respect him, but don't think that he's Jesus Christ. Oh, there is no way that my husband can do that. There is no way that my husband could. As I said, it is not every man who is like that. Okay, there are some men, they are very honest. They are men of integrity. They fear God. They want to do the right thing. We have men like that. They want to be like Jesus Christ. They want to walk in his steps. They walk. And it is their ambition. Okay, every day it is a struggle, but they are fighting hard to live a life of integrity. We have men like that. And we have men who are snake under grass. They will portray as if like they are good, as if like they are the best husbands. They are that, but secretly, Nicodemously, they have this intense sinful nature that they have not dealt with. So in order for you to be safe, in order for you not to go mad, in order for you not to suffer any consequences in your mind, in order for you to protect your mental health, don't suspect that, oh, my husband is doing something. Don't have that kind of doubt in your mind. But at the same time, when he falls, okay, you don't expect him to fall. But when he falls, you know that he's human and he can make mistakes. So pray for your husband. Okay, pray for him that God can help him to keep his eyes clean, so that his eyes will be full of light. There will not be any darkness in his eyes. That is, he will not be watching things secretly. He will not be doing things secretly that can damage his reputation, that can damage his life. Okay, pray for him. Okay, and as you pray for him, make sure that, as I said, you know that he is human. And then take good care of yourself. Find somebody who can speak into your life, somebody who can encourage you, somebody who can help you to forgive. The reason why you're not able to forgive is because you thought that there is no way that your husband can do that. That is why you find it so difficult to forgive, because of his behavior, his attitude, the way he talks, the way he behaves. So you think that no. Everybody can do something, but not my husband. Everybody can fall into this sin, but not my husband. But when the light comes on, when God exposes his nakedness, when God exposes him, then you realize that there are so many things about him that you didn't know. So my dear, as I said, all have sinned. We have fallen short of the glory of God. We all need a savior. So your husband needs a savior. You need a savior. I need a savior. So our prayer is that each and every day of our lives, God will give us the grace to stand, the grace to be honest, the grace to live a life of integrity, so that our private life will be equal to our public life. There are some people, they have reputation of being good people, but secretly they are bad people. It means that there is a vast difference between their character and their reputation. The way you see them is not what they are. They are different from what they do publicly. Privately, they have a lot of things that they are doing that when God shines his light on it and it exposes it, it will be very difficult for you to comprehend, or for you to accept it, or for you to forgive him. But I believe that when you find yourself in that pit, give yourself time to heal. Sometimes you can even leave the marriage environment so that you can heal yourself, so that all the brokenness, all the things in your heart can be healed. Everything will come out, so that you will recover and be able to stand and live life. But you need to get yourself healed. It's important that you heal yourself. And when you heal yourself, you'll be able to forgive him and know that he is human. He can fall into sin. Okay. And then after that, then you go to God in prayer and say, Father, what do you want me to do with this man, snake under grass? What do you want me to do with this husband? And I believe that when you pray that prayer, God will help you. God bless you.